Welcome to the future. A place where you can find anything you desire. If the burner gangs don't find you first. Where the fastest racers are artificial. And if you're human, don't stand a chance. Star Circuit.
Well, hello there. I'm
hello.
barely alive, Jeremy.
It's okay, Joe. We'll get through it.
Yeah.
You know, when you're
No,
in
it's
hell, you run through it.
for sure. I'm not actually I not too long ago. Well, heads up, first of all, let's give the readout. I'm Joe. Normally I'm more upbeat, I think, and less hazy. Jeremy's here. We're bros. We're art bros, and we're about to do a cool interview. Well, mostly not me, but today I had the Fed mandate for the vax, so I was forced into going to the dark side, and it doesn't feel good. But I'm pretty sure, obviously I'll recover. But just in case, I need all the help I can get, so I'm gonna make this little pin on the chat room, and you guys can help out Hex Allen, and every backer we get, I get a little bit better. So I'll recover faster if you back Hex Allen today. I'll just get a little bit brighter. Anyway, so yeah, we're doing it a little bit differently. How you doing, Jeremy?
I'm doing all right, man. Doing better than you.
Yeah, that's clear for sure. Yeah. So, yeah. How's your Beckon thing coming along?
My Beckon thing is coming along, Joe. I'm getting blazing through my page 3. It's only been like a little under a week I've been working on it. So that, or maybe just at a week that I've been like hardcore at it. So
Right.
It's coming along fast. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, that's
Cool.
about what I got.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. So I'm going to bring up your screen, which has my sweet project, Star Circuit.
Sweet project.
And I put out a little tweet today for Portfolio Day, and I always forget that not everyone's seen this. I like have a very small view of the world. So yeah, I had somebody that reacted really awesome to it. Like, it's the reason why I do what I do, because like someone that's as much a fan as me to like this type of IP, that's who I'm doing this for. I'm doing this for like other nerds like me, and Coleman, and probably Hex Allen, hopefully. But I think we're a little bit more parallel there. So thanks for showing it, and definitely go out there and back it. Share it, really. If you don't want to back it, you already backed it. Share it, because a lot of people, like I said, have not seen it yet. So I appreciate it. There's a lot of the bikes left, the 3D print bikes, and the original art left too. So take a peek at that. It's going to be a good show. Like I said, I'm going to take a back seat once I give my spiel about Star Circuit here, but I'll be making comments for sure. You guys are awesome. So Jerem, I'm going to switch off, and we're going to intro in this visionary. I would say there's not many people in CG that are like visionaries about their project. I would say, Jeremy, you're probably one of them, like ins and out for everything. And I wouldn't even consider myself a visionary. Like, I haven't figured out as much of the world building as probably you have, though I use that to my advantage. Like, usually on the spot.
You create your book like you play Sakura or Dark Souls. You expand only when you've mastered the area you're in. I'm kind of everywhere and kind of come back and forth, and so yeah, it's a different approach.
That's literally what I do in most things too. What's up, 24 Eyes? We got to definitely get on his show.
Oh yeah, I was on
the
there.
Outcast Elves over there. It was
fun. Yeah. He said you were going to be on there shortly.
Yeah, I'm planning on it. So that and a couple other spots.
He's from our area, like all around that tri-state area.
Oh,
like
yeah,
not
nice.
our current area, but back up, to old time. So yeah,
Damn, it's
it's
good
kind
to
of
have.
cool.
It's
Bunch
good
of
to
them
see
are.
him. So I'm sure the chat will get more lively and trump my unliveliness. But however, let's bring in our guest because
Yeah,
he'll
yeah.
definitely be a better conversationalist than I. Let's have Hex Allen up in here. What's up, Hex?
Hey, how's it going, boys?
All right. How are you?
Good
Doing
to
good.
see
Around
you.
here, we call it bros. But
That's right,
yeah.
bros.
Oh, wait a minute. What did he just call us? Art what? Art
Art,
guys? Art dudes? What
art
did he say?
boys.
Art boys?
Our,
Art
yeah,
boys.
boys.
This
Yeah, we're not
this
art
is how
boys.
we're starting this off today.
Yeah,
Okay. All
yeah, we're trying to stay on brand, dude.
Well, I'm probably your elder, so maybe everyone's a youngin' to me.
Well, I can't
you know,
tell these
Mm.
days.
can't
Well,
tell.
my eyes are
Can't
half
tell.
shut, so you look good.
We're all 42. Remember?
Yeah,
We're all
that's right.
42.
Oh yeah, we're all 42 in Confiscate. That's right. All right, I'm gonna
sorry to
I'm
hear
gonna ask
that
one
about
question
you.
because I'm feeling okay up front.
Okay.
And I want to get out of the way, and then Jeremy can run through the whole thing because I'm gonna bail.
Have some lemon tea.
Yeah, I did we have you on
Toddy.
once before, Hex? I feel like we
I don't
we
think so.
planned on it or something, but we never have. I can't remember.
Maybe we might have been on. Might have been on
Early on?
another stream together.
Yeah, I feel like we were on so many together that it just
Yeah.
felt like I was on one with you.
Like a pizza Medi or something.
Right? Yeah, multiple pizza manis, John
Most
Malin
likely.
probably.
Yeah.
So
I was on
how did-
on pizza Medis. I don't know if you guys have been on that one yet.
I have, but
Yeah.
I want to. He's California time, and I know Jeremy wakes up California time, so I'm more East Coast morning person.
And it's cold.
Anyway,
weather.
yeah, I was going to ask, what's your? I never asked this of people. Like, if you want to talk about Comicsgate, what was your intro? What was your gateway drug to Comicsgate?
Oh, my gateway drug was Nerdrotic. I started seeing his videos come into my feed about Star Trek Discovery, and I was like, oh, could it possibly be that bad? And so yeah, I started listening to Nerdrotic and him talking about Game of Thrones, and then I started seeing this thing called diversity in comics in the feed, and I'd ignore it and I'd be like, who wants to see that? But then I'd read the titles of the video, and then I realized that it's different than it's not like virtue signaling or anything like that. And then that's when I got into Zach and Zach's videos. So your boy Zach, Richard C. Meyer, and listened to him for several months, and it never penetrated in my head for me to do my own crowdfunded comic, even though I was on and off still working on Nephilim Sqaudron at the time. This was around 2018, and then I guess around mid 2019, that's when I started to get into EVS, and then from EVS it all cascaded from there, from to all the smaller, mid-size and smaller creators that I started to watch and follow, and by that time, by the end of 2019, I'd gotten serious about the comic, and I was also working on that mobile game at the same time, and
Tons of work. Wow.
yeah. So and then I kind of combined them into a single campaign in 2020, but around March of 2020, that's when I started to be active on social media, and followed everybody's guidelines about how to jump in,
Cool.
build the platform and the social media.
Wait a minute, that's written down somewhere.
I
I didn't know
betcha.
this.
It's written. It should be written in stone, but. And
It's
then,
written in the
that's,
chat. That's what.
that's when I took on the moniker Comicsgate. Right then, is from the beginning when I joined Twitter. Well, I already had a Twitter account. I just pretty much used that account for entering sweepstakes and contests, and then I turned it into Hex Allen.
Nice.
And,
So it's interesting that
in March
you started with
2020.
the promotion by your boy Zach, because, like, I mean, for guys that are late, arrivals like me and Jeremy, we definitely didn't see that because, and it's cool to know that, like, he went out there and promoted, a lot of those little details, like, you forget, like, that's how he got so big because he was putting himself out there more, just like smaller guys would, but that's cool. That's cool that was your past. I'm going to go off cam for a minute, take over.
All right, get well.
Share my screen, Joe. So yeah, Hex. I've seen you. Like I said, I've seen you floating around on Nev's stream at Global Frequency and stuff. Do you want us to play the trailer first, or do you want to get nerdy? Because I've pitched it a few different times, so I kind of want to feel out the way you want to approach it.
Well, you could play the teaser. It's just a 38-second teaser, and it's just to get people flavor.
Hey, you, sci-fi fan. Are you finally ready to have your head explode? Never before seen sci-fi action. A strange new world. Exotic technology. Kick-ass characters. And a story that will turn your mind inside out. Nephilim Sqaudron, Volume 1. Available now on Indiegogo.
Yeah.
Boy, that YouTube is kind of laggy on StreamYard.
Oh, it was. It might show up all right in the play.
Hey, you.
But so as I was rolling down through this, guys, the link is in the description if you want to go check this out. And again, a lot of us have kind of seen it, but when we start to get into the discussion about what the book is, we got mechs, we've got you say it's a satire. It meets the satire of Howard Chaykin's American Flag. So. Yeah. Do you want to kind of pitch it from that sales point real quick before we get like into the dirt and grit of it?
Well, yeah, it's sort of a satire of human folly in general, not necessarily any satire of modern day zeitgeist that we are familiar with, but just a general satire of humanity's folly and war in general, and dictatorships. And
like a lot of this from when you're getting into the story bit, like a little bit later, that's kind of where I think a lot of that sales pitch is coming from, is like when you're talking about those roots of these things. You've got you're tossing out like Heavy Metal magazine, dude. That's got punch to it. We all remember watching that stuff, or even the magazine itself. In Tattoo, we saw it all over the place with the illustrations you would get. So the 80s anime epic too. So does this have? So this is kind of a slash comedy on top of some sci-fi, correct? Or am I?
Yeah, I guess it'll be up to people and their sensibilities and senses of humor if they will determine if it's funny or not.
Okay, no. I'm just saying, is there an intent to be humorous?
Not overtly.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess some of the humor is more.
Well, that's what I meant. Like The Onion is considered satire, so it's like you get what I'm saying. It's like is it that far satire?
Not that far. More. Just a little more subtler than National Lampoon magazine.
I got you. Yeah.
Not the movies.
So story wise, because I'm getting like is certain feelings off of a cover like this, but then of course a lot of us get the Speed Racer feeling off of this one. And then of course Boob Dan Art. Hello, there's excellent stuff here. But I when I read this, I felt like it needed to be read backwards. Because in this, you start out super focused, and then as we get down the paragraph, the world slowly gets larger. Instead, I'm kind of thinking maybe let's zoom in. Do you get what I'm saying? Yes, no,
from
maybe so.
zoom in from the end
So what I'm saying
or
is,
the beginning?
when you read through this, we got 2 planets.
Oh, it's one planet.
Well, okay, go
You're,
ahead.
you're,
Go ahead.
you're
You
looking.
pitch it. You pitch it. You pitch it. You pitch it.
You're
You
looking
pitch
at
it.
Boot. You're looking at Boot Band's
I'm-
cover. That's what you.
That's funny. Well, what I was saying is that you've got this dictator happening over here that's putting El Saval under its
The-
brutal terms, and then
Yes.
you've got this other thing happening over here where these guys are in a quagmire of trying to facilitate this while this is going on, and they don't want to look bad. All the while that stuff is happening, you've got these pilots of these awesome mech suits. And so I was kind of wanting to come at it from that kind of direction. It was like, here's the big zoomed out version,
Oh, I see.
and then
Okay.
getting down into the characters.
Oh, right. So yeah, I
Yeah.
guess you could talk about what actually goes on in the with the characters in Volume 1, and from the pilot's perspective. So yeah, when you first see the protagonist, it starts off they're in battle, at the top of the game, you know, winning, and after the battle, it's time for a leave. So they're off on like a 3-day leave, and they go down to the planet of the civilization they're defending against these the alien species that they're trying to wipe them out. So they're on a city in this planet, and having a great time and yucking it up in an establishment. A bar brawl ensues. Later on, there's a life-changing near-death experience event, and they end up going back to their base. And the base is the Von Mauer. It's this giant mothership, and it's kind of like shaped like a UFO, just basically a big round mothership, and it's 19 miles in diameter. So the Star Trek Federation like organization, SIF,
Yep.
Seoul Interstellar Forces, they're up in orbit there while they're prosecuting the war against the alien or the native species for the human civilization who can't handle it, right? So
right. Dictator Seton Kokar.
Yeah. Seton Kokar. He kind of has a sort of a Kaiser Sosa feel to it. Yeah.
And he's aiming to defeat those native beings, correct?
Right, but he also wants to have control and manipulation over them, and he has other ulterior motives that we find out about later.
Right.
So he wants to handle, not really wiping them out, but keeping them contained and under his control in his own way. And then that's where later he has a secret weapon that comes in later in the form of the homunculus mech, which is
the what mech?
Homunculus mech. It's a
the homunculus mech. The homunculus mech. Okay, yeah.
Think of it like a biological.
Yeah.
And yes, kind of gross and.
Yeah, no eggs.
Yeah,
we get
a little bit inspired by Attack on Titan, so it's kind of
okay. Yeah. I got you. So our pilots.
So they go back up to the mothership, and they're reprimanded, and they're kind of their sorties are put on hold because they need to be disciplined. And then some other things happen that switch scenes and all that. And then when you're back with the pilots, they are back in in service, and they end up losing a member of the squadron in battle, and that's kind of where it's ended.
I mean, don't tell us the story of your book. Don't do that.
Well, I'm getting macro now, you know.
Okay.
But I didn't give away any spoilers as to who died, so
right.
A little more teaser. Actually, I've never revealed that before, so.
Welcome. I don't know how much edits cost on this show, but no. Okay.
That's cool. You get an exclusive, Jeremy.
Let's stop getting micro or macro. Let's get a little meta. So a little bit down the ways, you have this inspirations where you've got a lot of names on here that I am extremely familiar with. You got Graham Hancock. I love him and Randall Carlson talk about the asteroid took out the dinosaurs they found in Greenland or whatever. Some interesting stuff. Graham Hancock also has these theories of pre-Sumerian civilizations. He does not believe technology is linear, so we may have had technological advanced societies like we have now, but they just crumble. Some sort of universal cap on development. Book of Thoth by Aleister Crowley. Interesting guy's name to have on a book for advertisement, but that kind of ties in with Zechariah Sitchin, the 12th planet. Although the 12th, Zechariah Sitchin supposedly, or he did translate the Emerald Tablets of Thoth apparently, but there's contention on his translation, but it's got a lot of like Atlantean quotes to it. He like some really cool stuff in that stuff too. And then Michio Kaku
might be some embellishments.
Yeah. But Michio Kaku with quantum, with cosmology, black holes, quantum physics, stuff like that, simulation theory, parallel universes. And then all to tie that in, the biggest book on here is just simply mythologies, legends. So tell me how you got all of these subjects kind of wrapped up in a satire, because that's fun. That's fun. And I've seen a lot of projects in Comicsgate that seem to be hinting that we're all kind of seeing this stuff. We're interested in it. And so
that's what really got me into like this whole Comicsgate crowd, because I saw a lot of that in other projects, especially when I guess one of the first mid-level guys I saw was Bancroft and the Lucent.
Mid-level. Did you hear that, Bancroft? Mid-level. Your forehead looks like a knee. All right. No. Love you, Bancroft.
Oh, yeah. I know. As soon as I said it, I was like, uh-oh.
That's funny.
But
there ain't nothing mid-level about Bancroft's forehead.
I know. All right. He's high, lower level. Low, high level. Yeah. But anyway, before I get into any more trouble, I saw the same themes that I was interested in and that I had going on in this story. And it really stems from just decades of
Book of
developing
Enoch, the Nephilim. I mean, you're kind of taglining a lot of interest. So sorry,
and you know how people do what I call a lot of kitchen sink storytelling. Like my story's got like it's gonna have pirates and dinosaurs and ninjas, and I did sort of the same thing with but with those subject matters you see up there. And
that's cool.
And it's just from decades of being interested in that sort of thing, and having some experiences.
Having experiences as I look at this page right here. So pray tell, experiences. What are you dreaming? What are you taking?
No. I mean like supernatural.
Again, I mean this is supernatural experiences. Go into it, dig. Let's go.
Oh well,
this is
I guess. Well, probably the latest and most interesting thing is the UFO footage I have on my YouTube channel that I took from Japan when my wife.
Do you mind if we look at it?
Please do go ahead.
Okay, give me the.
Oh yeah, you don't have it. Oh, actually,
Oh, put it in the private if you could. Yeah, guys, you're gonna get like, this is official Hex Allen UFO footage?
Yeah, from
Hell
2014
yeah.
in
Okay.
Yokohama.
Go tweet this from the tweets to the streets, y'all.
Where is it?
But there was a documentary, extraterrestrial, done by Discovery Channel that really captivated me. I'm into fantasy, alien worlds and stuff. So, but I love the science, mixing the science with it too. So when I saw pages like this, I was like, oh man, I gotta ask about these. Are those memba berries?
No, they're really just frozen in
They're
time.
sad berries.
They don't scream.
Berries.
They don't talk or anything. They're just frozen in time.
Got berry manilow coming out of their mouth.
Oh man, get the stomach pumping.
All right, so let's see this alien footage. All right, what we got? UFO. All right, so. Oh, dang! I see it. Do y'all see it?
Oh, it was a really bad camera. I think it's like 480p.
Look at those. It's a whole fleet of them.
Yeah.
Look at the SA. Dang.
It's a little more convincing when you slow it down. Otherwise, you don't really know. It could be balloons. I don't know, but
that's a lot of them.
If you slow it down,
I was thinking seagulls, but
yeah, look at that behavior.
Focus back up. Yeah, focus back up. There you go. Yeah, those aren't seagulls. Look at them. They're like little ping pong balls. I don't know if they're seagulls or not.
Yeah, definitely not seagulls because they were way too far up. And I was thinking maybe those
screenshot. I'm gonna connect the dots.
Those lighted candles. What do you call those? Those floating candles? Those lighted candles that float with you.
Floating candles.
Japanese.
Oh, that's Chinese.
Oh, that's what do you call it?
Oh.
Oops.
But that's cool. All right, so UFOs, all this ancient stuff. So let's get back to your book. We've opened up your interest. We kind of figured out how you got into this. Now start selling us this book. What are we getting in?
Well, what it is here, I guess the quick pitch is that it's Robotech meets the satire of Howard Chaykin's American Flag. If anybody out there is familiar with Howard Chaykin from the 80s and American Flag, and it's got it infuses a bit of the old exotic sci-fi from Heavy Metal magazine, inspired by 80s epic anime space opera like Yamato and Macross and Area 88. And a little bit of Neon Genesis Evangelion, and I guess a little later on, maybe some influences from Attack on Titan.
Got some weeb influences.
Oh God!
God.
I keep denying it. But
so
just yesterday, I was on Raging Golden Eagle. How weeb is that?
This shape right here looks like the Black Knight satellite. Are you familiar with what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, yes, yeah. That thing in space, in deep space. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That must have been subconscious.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sorry, interrupted you again. My bad.
Yeah, those are the people who got the chapter 1 will be getting this. Well, the black and white version is going to have more shading, and I'm working on getting those, having the proofs ready for by the end of this month, and hopefully we're looking at, if everything goes well, November for chapter 1. If anybody remembers, I had a chapter 1 of this on Indiegogo and closed it out in June, so I could have it as like a little teaser for the big one for Volume 1, the 80-page science fantasy epic.
Nice.
And yeah,
Nice. Joe says he's digging a lot of the black and white stuff. I am too. That's so cool. A lot of neat stuff
Thank
here.
thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Nice. Okay, so your feature perk. Let's talk about the perks. What do you get? What are you giving us? We're gonna support, crack pack, everyday bow. If people are gonna support you, what are we gonna do? What you gonna get us?
What are you
gonna
gonna
give us?
That-
Yeah.
that's-
What are we gonna get? Transdimensional.
Yes,
I'm glad you finished it up with transdimensional after the the recent Dave Chappelle fiasco.
Yeah,
All
that's right.
Let's go.
Trans
Let's
is in
get
right
trans up in here. Let's go.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Oh, my-
Joe. It's still your channel. My bad.
My dog
All
is trying to
Go,
figure
go.
out what the hell I'm talking about.
Lower featured perk.
Yeah, so you get in the transdimensional tier, that's 3 of the 80-page graphic novel, Nephilim Sqaudron Volume 1, the standard cover and 2 variant covers. And you also get a sticker, a pin, a bookmark, a commissioned sketch card, and the PDF download of the book,
Yeah.
and all freaking stretch goals, and all for
freaking
the low price
stretch.
of $110. And if you happen to have been on the mailing list for this and you want to get that feature tier, shipping is free.
No, shipping is free, even in Australia.
I'll take the hit for that one, but
Did you hear that? Yeah.
as long as you get the transdimensional tier.
Come on, you Aussie bogans, get on this. Eventually, you'll get it. We'll figure it out. All right.
And you're on the mailing list.
All right. Your holodeck, the digital PDF. Guys, if you're worried about not getting it shipped because of all the chaos, you can still get the PDF.
In full blast color. Yeah. And the color's coming along really nice for the interior pages.
Always doing that. I'm always doing that.
Oops.
All right. For a second, I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot. There's a crossover with Neff. My bad. All right. So then you got beanies. Dude, you got beanies.
Oh, yeah. My bow beanie.
Battle beanie. You got that. Yeah, wear that.
Bow.
Actually, probably get too hot. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. It's starting to heat up here.
All right. Giggity. Nephilim Sqaudron First Contact. So what we got here? Sketch card commissions of a character.
Yes. Just any character from the book. If you don't know the characters, I don't know. Take a look.
Right. It's kind of like, All right. Are there any add-ons on your campaign? Like, is this an add-on to anything?
Yes, that's an add-on.
Okay.
And pretty much everything is an add-on.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, we can get into the functions. So you got a women's tee. I've heard someone else say, "Do you have a men's tee?" Or a unisex tee. So everyone's been getting on you about that.
I know.
So what'd you do with her head? Anyway,
objectifying.
All right. This macros variant. So yeah, that speed racer looking, piece that I saw, and I only get that because of the helmet. So I'm guessing these are like the pilot helmets.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, cool. And are those like haptic gloves next to the helmet?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
You got it.
I get it. All right. I can use my eyes, people. All right. So $30 gets you this, which comes with the homage variant, the holodeck, the bookmark, the pen, the sticker, and all stretch goal items. So what sets this off from your transdimensional perk? It's the 3 variants.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
And wait, is that in the commission sketch card? Is that
in the sketch card? Yeah. Word. Okay, standard cover, down to earth. Get you the standard cover, and your sticker, and your pen, and your PDF, and the bookmark.
Yep.
Yep. I guess that's the sticker. That's the bookmark.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. My bad. What the Virgin Standard, Heavenly Bodies, So
Yeah, it's
so
the Heavenly Body series.
right. And what's big about this one? What we got?
It's just the same as the above, without the. It's just no title, no logo, and the standard, the Virgin Macross homage, and the Virgin Plagal, the Dan Plagal variant.
Nice. All down here. Sweet. All right. You guys got your variants.
Mm-hmm.
Go get your Virgin variants.
Quite a variety for everybody, and I hope you don't get too much, analysis paralysis. But if you can't decide, just get the Dan Plagal cover.
Get the Dan one, yeah. Everybody, go get the Dan one.
I can give him a bonus or something.
Has he done pierced ones yet? I have not seen that in his art yet.
I'm sure he has.
I'm sure he has. All right, the Captain's Bomber. All right, so we got some more swaggity swag. All right.
That turned out nice. My test copy, my sample prototype.
Yeah. You go to the bars and wear that. Yeah, that's me.
I don't get out much anymore, unfortunately.
Okay, so we got the macros covered with the sketch card. So you can get it's kind of like that the feature perk, except you're going to get the macros cover and the sketch card. Cool.
And it's a commission sketch card, so it could be whatever you like. Doesn't have to be Spider-Man. No.
Nice. All right, so you basically broke it down to a bunch of bits. We can kind of basically customize how we get that basic package. Cool. But
absolutely,
be in the book. What's this? Quantum entanglement. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
What's this?
That's the fun one.
We'll describe the fun.
Oh, okay. That is the drawn in tier, and in that one you can be an important part of the book.
Your face.
Yeah, you can be one of two would-be assassins of Teru, the protagonist of the book. You could be one of two assassins, attempted assassins, and you'll be in there for several pages. And the spoiler is, though, that your death includes you getting your body turned inside out and fused with the other assassin. So there are two slots. Whoa, no, there's one slot left. There were two slots. So yeah, you could have your face in the book, and you also get an original page that includes your likeness.
Yeah.
As well as the copy of the book, and you can choose your cover, and you get all the swag and the stretch goal stuff.
Yeah. Awesome. And then the original page. A lot of our people like the original art. So what do you got here?
That is a select original page. It'll definitely be action. Well, there's not going to be a lot of sitting around in this book. So an action-packed original page, 11 by 17 artboard. The Blue Line Art Pro paper. And it comes with the book. You can choose your cover and everything else that, from the previous stuff, all the other tiers, stretch goals. Only $300. $300. That's
it's 40% off right now.
Yeah.
All right. So am I missing anything off of the bit? Because we still have some time, and I still have questions.
Alrighty then. Oh, don't forget about the crossover with the global frequency.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm trying to find right
Well,
now. I think
yeah.
I might have went
hopping in
past
for a
it.
second, guys.
Hey,
All right,
Just
yeah,
to-
there you go, Joe.
I think we should do. I wanted to save that for a day. Well, one that I wasn't at a commish, but two, like have a legit like bar crawl style stream. Like half of it's on ours, and we move half of it over to their channel. That would be that would be a really cool crossover.
Would
But
be
yeah,
cool.
I also wanted to bring up before I hop out of here again. See if maybe Hex has like a good definition for the difference between science fantasy and science fiction. Maybe even throw in, because like Star Circuit is
That's
like a cyberpunk fiction or a cyberpunk fantasy rather than like a more of a hard. Star Circuit's not very hard as far as like how the systems work.
That's a good segue. So yeah,
Mhm.
what Joe
Well,
said.
Yeah, Joe. Well, I would say, well, first of all, like I would think science fantasy would be more something that's far removed from our conception of what the future might be, with maybe just a little bit of grounding and things we can relate to, like in Star Wars, like how. I guess most would consider Star Wars science fantasy, but it has themes that we can relate to, like the Father, Son, Holy Ghost sort of thing going on with Luke, the Force, and Vader, and then the sort of Knights of the Round Table thing going on with the Jedi. So that's sort of things we can relate to, but stuff like using before the midichlorians, I guess, using the Force was a mystical thing before.
Yeah.
They could figure it out, and then eradicate religion, right? Yeah, that's what they did through the midichlorians. And stuff like how a lightsaber works. That's very fantastical, right? That's not very science fiction. It's not something that's speculative that we can project, say,
So-
100 years or 200 years for ourselves.
If you had to distill it, Hex, into, because like Star Wars is a good example. Maybe you can give another example of the science, like the hard science fiction. I know a few myself, but maybe one of your favorites on that line, and then maybe we can kind of distill what's the difference. In a few words, what's the difference? But yeah, first the example maybe.
Of hard science fiction?
Yeah, what's your favorite on that?
Probably have to be I guess the most obvious.
I know for me it's Dune.
Yeah,
but-
really, for me it's
Yeah.
it's Alien.
Oh, nice.
The Alien series. That's more hard science fiction.
Well, I mean the book Dune until this new movie comes out next week. Which I'm super stoked for. But yeah, Dune is real, like the hardest I've ever. They approach that book like it is real as can be. You know what I mean? I don't know if you've ever read it, but every chapter they start out with like a text from like a scroll or something from the Emperor's location, and so you have to kind of like fit all those things in. It's almost like watching Memento, where like the black and white scenes in the beginning, and then you tie them both together.
Yeah.
You have any favorites,
Yeah.
Jerome?
Say that
I don't
again.
know. Do you have any favorites of fantasy or fiction?
Just hard
Or,
fantasy. I mean, we all like Star Wars, but I think it was because it was that mix of fantasy and sci-fi. But take it like the aesthetic of sci-fi and put it into the mystical fantasy, knight saves a princess kind of ideas. But I mean, Star Trek, Lost in Space. I mean, we get into things like that. If you want to get weirder,
When it comes to like I guess people would say that Isaac Asimov's Foundation is
Foundations. I was going to get
science
into
fiction.
Asimov. Yep.
I consider that fantasy.
Ouch.
Oh, really? That's a lot of politics.
Yeah,
It's got a lot
To me,
of
that's a little too
real
much
warnings,
politics for
man.
fantasy.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about in terms of like technology and how far out.
Right. it's not necessarily super.
But yeah,
believable.
all the themes of all the human themes are, they're always retained no matter what, because we write about humans or humanoids, and they have to have our traits, otherwise we wouldn't be able to relate.
Right. So the Gene Roddenberry thing is kind of like
Yeah.
all the aliens got to at least fit in the makeup so we can film them, but at the same time, budgets are so low, so all of them look like humans unless we get the one light episode, right? We had one episode where it was a light being, right?
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
So and that's what I see in a lot of your creature design here is we've got more of this extraterrestrial from Discovery Channel. Like we're really kind of trying to think about these animals and their environments and how it's working. So how much hard science is inspiring what you got? Because all these books you put in, they might be speculative, but every one of those authors are coming at it like they really believe it. So this may be inspired by what you could call fiction, but these authors really believe what they're talking about. Even now, Aleister Crowley, troll or not troll. So these are real people's thoughts and ideas, and you're transferring it into this. So I guess I'm trying to throw at what part of it is that hard science. What are you pulling out of these into this?
Okay, well, when you have like a character interactions, that's where you'll see the satire and but the underlying meta story with the mystical stuff that's seeped in slowly and will I guess be more revealed in later volumes. Even.
So
but you'll see underlying signs and symbols throughout, just to give people who would be aware clues as to what, and even in some people's names you'll see.
I'm trying to, but he's being protective of his product, so I'm kind of like, Joe, you got any more? Because I'm trying to dig on this. I can't get it. I'm trying to dig.
For these IP,
he's
I really wanted.
He's not giving me nothing.
I was trying to dive into like what makes it for me. Like what makes me want to back a book is like I've seen Nephilim Sqaudron for a long time now, and I think everybody else agrees. Like once you see it a couple times, you know the roots, you know the Robotech, but you also want to know maybe little things you never know. Like for me, little inspirations will trigger it. Whatever it may be, Stargate or whatever you like think is like an inspiration. So, do you have any other odd inspirations?
Yep.
Other odd inspirations?
Yeah, something you maybe something you're pulling the satire from, or maybe somewhere you're pulling the
like
maybe not the aesthetic. Archer. Like what was your favorite like satiric shows or books?
Well, if we like focus on like anime, from that I really dug this show called Martian Successor Nadesico. It was like a parody of all those serious space operas like Yamato and stuff like that.
Nice.
That
I was gonna say like Weebly is accepted here, so no worries about
that. Like Jodorowsky. Yeah, that's listed down there. Like Alejandro Jodorowsky's Meta Barons and the Incal. I'm not saying that I'm not like anything like that, but
right.
One of the things that really stuck with me when I first read the Meta Barons like 20 years ago, there was another writer had a little blurb in the book that said something to the effect of a mind-blowing concept every other page, when describing the Meta Barons, and that's what I'm going for.
Cool.
Jeremy, when get back to the mystical aspect, there was a tagline that I used in chapter 1 that I removed from this campaign because I kind of wanted to focus on just what happens in Volume 1, and you know, as I'm still learning marketing, so I I kind of got carried away, and like when I use the tagline, it's an ancient mythological tale retold 700 years in the future and on a different planet. Yeah, that's what you're trying to get to.
That's what I'm trying to get to. That's what I'm trying
What
to
story
get to.
and who's who? Yes.
Yes.
It's actually the whole thing you see right here with the aliens and stuff is a ruse.
Oh, okay. It's all right. It's all fake, guys. Yeah. We don't know what we're buying.
You just have to go along with the ride. Just come along with the ride and back this book. Just take a bizarre ride to the far side.
Heck yeah. So, did we touch on this? Like, did you touch on maybe your inspirations for the tech involved? Like, what gave you? Because it's far out tech, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying.
Yeah,
I know you were trying. So.
I was trying.
No, you didn't. Well, for the vehicles, the fighters that you'll see in action, those are called the GLAV FTs or a GLAV F. GLAV is a gridline aerial vehicle, fighter class, and T is with a means it's a TACWIN class. When TACWIN are the clones who pilot them, and they're able to fly these vehicles and do like a tachyon jumps, like, you know, quick, you know, teleports, you know, as they're flying, like you would see a UFO. And the way these craft behave are like, you know, kind of like hummingbird, and there's no you know, jet propulsion or not even
hummingbirds have wings.
No, well, you know, they can dart around and like, you know, hover like that. You know,
interesting, for sure. Is that like inspired by like a anti-grav kind of technology
UFOs?
or something?
Yeah, they pretty much
just UFO. Yeah, in general.
In the lore of the universe, humanity was given access to. You know, we're being spoon-fed, you know, alien technology, and even, you know, like 700 years from now, we're still not like totally in with the Pleiadians, as it were, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, they've got all the time in the world, and, you know, to wait for us to develop. So in the 28th century, we have you know, FTL technology and all that, and cloning and teleportation, although you know, like Star Trek, that kind of stuff, although it's at the point where you know, excessive teleportation for, you know, natural born humans, you know, kind of makes them sick, and that's why the TACWIN, or which is a ancient alchemical term for a clone, that's why they were created, because they could withstand you know, teleportation better without any effects on their bodies.
Yep, because that's ripping apart your particles and stitching them back together.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, give or take the assumption of the way it works in your world. But
oh well, yeah, I'm gonna go with, you know, the standard Star Trek.
Yeah.
So can we check out the numbers? And I want to, because before we go, I want to focus on like the call to action here. If you want to talk about you know, putting it on the nose.
I can't see, the screen's too small.
So it's a fixed goal, and you're at $1,281 in US.
Oh, it looks like I got a backer. Oh,
nice,
hell yeah!
Nice. So yeah, you've been funded for a while, right? So
yeah.
Now you're just trying to get more and more backers. I think you deserve way more than, you know, you're invested in this, and I think you definitely deserve more. You know, it's hard to get your stuff out there. Everybody knows that, but I highly suggest to, like, after hearing all your inspirations, I'm more, like I said, I'm more interested because I know where it's coming from. I'm definitely going to go read Meta Barons.
If you back this and you back Mavericks, don't you get a print?
Yes, a crossover print.
Does that come with the executive box he's got, or does that part of the executive box he's got?
Only if you back my campaign.
Oh, okay.
As well.
It has to. It has to.
Yes.
Okay, that's a cool crossover.
Right.
Those freaks over there are smart. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, they've got their tentacles and everything.
yep, indeed.
We're into weed, but
In a good
that's
way.
going a little far.
You've mentioned. So
yeah,
yeah,
we
you
could
see
go on. But you only got an hour, and I got to be somewhere else.
Okay, and like it's the worst day ever for me to go over.
Uh,
But yeah, so I got to click the end broadcast at some point. But I'm stoked for where you came back so quickly after the first like issue campaign. What did you call that one? What was it named? Did you have like a tag after Nephilim Sqaudron last time?
oh, chapter 1.
Chapter 1.
Yeah.
So you were just like, it's better just crowdfund something bigger. Is that your point of view?
Well, the plan is to have chapter 1 be an intro and like a walking advertisement for this one. Once it's
Okay, so you don't get
fulfilled.
chapter 1 with this.
No.
This is chapter 1's not part of this.
No. Chapter 1 will fulfill hopefully next month, like I said, and this one the fulfillment isn't planned until next summer, so it's going to be in demand for a long time.
Cool.
Yeah,
Oh, that's great.
plenty of time to back it, but back it today, please.
For sure. Back it, I told you, I'll feel better if everybody backs. I'll be on the mend.
Link is
also-
in the description, guys. I'm going to throw that up here real quick. My bad.
Yeah. Please do, Germ. And also, like, it's cool to know that, like, you're fulfilling, you're going to commit to that, and then this will keep going on at the same time, which is good. Oh, great, rather. Like, that's kind of what we want to see as crowdfunders or people that buy crowdfunded books. Dude, it's been a pleasure. Do you have, like, any...
Thanks,
for
Heroin
once,
Bird.
that's not my dog.
That's mine.
Okay. Do you have any like I guess a wish list thing that you put on this campaign that you didn't have on the last one, or maybe one that you're thinking about next time?
Wish list.
Yeah, like something that maybe you had on the back burner that you just never got to do. I know I'm asking tough questions.
What do you mean? I mean, you mean like stretch goals?
Kind of like that, but it's just like for me, I was trying to do a giant-sized, sketchy, like my pencils and a giant-sized version of the Star Circuit, but I couldn't find a printer to do it giant-size for cheap enough, and so that's something I wanted to do, but I didn't get to do.
You know what's really pie in the sky? I think several languages.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Some localization.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Localization.
You can see the business mind over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, business mindset.
Oh, yeah.
One
So
day.
yeah, go. I'm glad you got a backer. That makes me.
Yes. Thank
I'm
you.
already feeling better. Like I think I could go run a mile now.
All right. Thank you, whoever you are. Thank you, chat.
Also,
Awesome.
Jeremy,
Brent, wear
I don't know
that
if you have the
mask.
tab open for Star Circuit real quick, just to give check up, just see if we got a backer on your end. or,
Actually, I was. You didn't
snap.
get to this. I was
Let me
going
bring you
to create a scene here, but I just did a quick sketch of the metrics cycle.
Nice, killer man. Did a good
but
job.
I'll probably just do a scene on a different piece of paper. I just wanted to get the motorcycle down.
I appreciate it. That's like, dude, to post that on Twitter, I'll definitely,
Yeah.
that's
cool.
All right.
I'll swap you. I'll fan art swap you.
Right on. Excellent.
So yeah, Jeremy, real quick, what was my numbers on? Just make sure I didn't grab a backer. Is all. Let me pull it up. Because like I said, I had some enthusiastic people today, so I want to see if anybody popped in. Not yet.
I
That's
don't think
good.
so.
It's all good. We're so close to 19K. Everybody, help us out.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be,
Yeah,
it's
Joe needs a
action based.
kid. Go back it. Joe needs a kid. 18,000 ain't enough. Ask any parent.
That's for sure. Believe me, majority of that money is gone.
Yeah.
It's just going into like like everybody, we plan on the next book, and a lot of things coming up. We got a late shower. Sorry, I'm late. Taurus is here. What's up, Taurus? Thanks for coming back.
So yeah, guys.
How you doing?
And then we got to sign up for Beck and Recourse. So
Heck yeah.
go check that out.
I gotta go pull you up.
Go check that out and sign up for exclusive perks. I'll be throwing out a vote on a couple select items, so you guys can actually kind of give me an idea of what you want in select perks. But yeah, you guys can go through here, check out all of our social media. There's a whole website dedicated to everything Beckend and Zade Studios, so you guys can go there and check out what's going on. But yeah, go get some Nephilim Sqaudron, especially if you backed Mavericks from Global Frequency. Go get your Star Circuit. Go grab your bike. Get into this bike painting contest and go sign up. Go sign up for this. Go sign up.
It seems like you're the odd man out, but that makes your book so much more attractive. Like all of us are in the techie tech, but you're in like a Gaia tech.
Gaia tech, Gaia Punk.
Yeah.
That's what I called it. Yeah,
Gaia
that's
Punk.
what I called it. It's Gaia Punk.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Love
your
that.
Gaia
Love
stuff
to look at that.
is really
Aesthetic.
cool. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for joining us, everybody. Thanks for the late showers. I am going to go on the mend and eat some soup or something. And so yeah, have a good night, everyone. We'll see you next week. We're going to probably do some interesting things because I got people to show off their books, but also I want to do other things a little bit outside of the box. Maybe like some watch streams and just chill draw streams. That'd be really cool. And maybe a crossover stream with Neff because he's always on at 7.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, everybody. Peace out.
All right.
Right, laters.
Bye, guys.